make sure you have your money right as a creator. As you can see, we're not in our normal right now because the weather has changed and the knees hurt. It's what sucks when you start getting older. But I'm bringing this up because I had a consultation last week with a creator and I was helping him, look over some of his revenue streams because, something was wrong and he just needed some help. So, I did my thing, talked him through it and, we had a good outcome with it. But the one thing I learned from that kind of interaction is that as a creator, especially when you get older, because he's a little older than, no, I think he's like a little older than me, right? And the thing is, when you get older, traditionally in a lot of societies, you're worth less, or people treat you differently because, you're getting gray hair, you're losing your hair, your weight's going up and down, you're not the 20 something anymore, you're getting into the 40 and 50 something. And sometimes in society, particularly American society, we tend to discard people as they get older, right? And especially when it comes to the job market. Now, this creator comes from a background of having worked in corporate, worked at different companies, and now he works for himself. But even in working for himself, he has like 7 different income streams where his money gets made, right? And he has the ability to be like, you know what? If he doesn't want to take consulting calls, he could say no. When the weather is bad and his legs hurt, he can be like, you know what? I'm taking a day because I'm not feeling well. Meanwhile, there's a lot of people who are his age, who are my age, that they can't do that. You take a day off and a bill doesn't get paid, or you have that boss, that's on your case, and you have to give an excuse good enough for them to be like, okay, that's a good day off. Or the fear of going into work the next day and being called into the office because you took a day off, because your knees or your arms, were acting up because of the weather changes, right? And it's like, you gotta have, more than one income source. That's number one. Number two, you also have to be able to adjust things. A lot of people can't adjust things because they're so financially tight. They can't adjust things, even creators. Now, he's one of those creators where he has his money come from different places, right? And so he could pay me to help him adjust things to get him to the place that he further wants to be for himself. So don't think it ends just because you got your YouTube monetized, you got your TikTok monetized. It doesn't end. You will have to adjust things. Things will change in your life. You'll get older and your knees will start acting up. And you might need to get a massage, a couple of times a month, or, have to do certain procedures. So you have to be able to tweak and turn and change, even if you think you have your stuff together, which you might well have. But if nothing else, always know that you'll have to tweak and change. Always know that you better get your stuff, together, because people getting laid off all over the place recently. And that when you do have those things, if you don't have kids in which you have to look forward to doing this for, to be the best mommy and best daddy, do it for yourself. So days where the weather is bad and your knees are creaking and your elbow and your back is creaking because of the changes in the weather, you can take half the day or all of the day off. So I am forever grateful that I'm in a position where I can do that. I can start my day later because of that. So just for all you out there who are getting older, you're older millennial like me, and you're not in a position where you can do that, I feel for you. But as much as I feel for you, we got the power. We got the power to put our stuff out there, if nothing else, so that we can take a half a day of work when our knees and our back hurt. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy your day. Until the next video. Peace.